everybody. It is Wednesday. It's November 12th, 2025. I'm in a time warp. It's probably the latest off the ledge that I've done. But if you're on the West Coast, it's not terribly late. I'm going to dive into Ernest Holmes momentarily. The Orange Mussolini's not having a very good week. And the Democrats, we could say we're not having that great of a week, but we are higher up. We are further along than they are. We are on the right side of history. So the Epstein information, more has come out. There will be more to come out. He must be exhausted trying to hide this. Can you imagine his life? Sue this one, sue that one, lie about this, lie about that. And now the latest one is he's actually saying that we need foreigners to come here. He didn't use that word. We need people to come from other countries because the American people can't do the jobs, but those people from other countries, I'm paraphrasing, like the South Koreans. I mean, the level of pathos is through the roof. They had the South Koreans, not the North Koreans. They had the South Koreans in Georgia at the plant where they were making batteries for cars. And ice descended upon the place, and they arrested a lot of them. And they weren't doing anything that was illegal. They're there legally. He has lost his freaking mind. Even Laura Ingraham was like, what are you saying? So, between that kind of thing and him bombing those boats and him just saying he's going to test nuclear weapons and calling the Department of Defense the Department of War, and now he's not doing too well on the tariffs thing, and that's good. We'll see how that goes with the SCOTUS. You never know. But I will read on it later. I'll do a PNN later. You know what? There's so many crimes that they just keep coming into my head. So the Epstein emails are highly, highly, highly incriminating. And it's just ba-boom, 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 crime, 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 crime. And I don't think that we can afford to go through this judicial process that he doesn't use the way it's supposed to be used anyway. You're not supposed to pardon all the criminals. That's not what pardon power was for. Remember, other presidents, I don't consider him a president, just so you know. But when there was a pardon, it was like at the end of the president's term or the end of the year or something, and it was like one guy that or women that usually men that you never heard of, and you thought, well, that was nice. It was probably too harsh of a punishment anyway. Dumpy's in there and he's freeing the criminals and freeing Ghislaine, not just yet, but kind of. So I'll save all that for a PNN. Make sure you hit the notification bell. A lot of people are getting unsubscribed from my channel again, so make sure you do that. And make sure you have the notifications on in your settings. It's unbelievable what we're going through in this country, but we have to keep our eye on the prize. They need to be ousted. They need to be completely ousted. Ernest today says, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you? Emerson said that God builds his temple in the heart. And Seneca said that God is to be consecrated in the breast of each. St. Augustine said that the pure mind is a holy temple for God. To realize that God is in us, with us, and for us is the first step toward understanding that we are the temple of the Holy Ghost. Bishop Wilberforce tells us that the conscious mind is the temple of the Christ mind. We must so control the conscious mind that the Christ mind may function through it. We must permit the spirit to control the intellect. We must permit the spirit to control the intellect. In a way, you know, what he's speaking to here is it's like self-mind control, controlling our own minds. When we see things that upset us, think about the outcome that we want. Always keep our eye on the prize to oust this regime, and we will make it through this. The MAGAs are furious. All the people that voted for him are furious. And the Democrats have been furious for a long time now. Since 2015. It's unbelievable. It really and truly is what we're going through here. Let's listen to Kathy Bale's astrological forecast. Oh, and speaking of Kathy, we're ready to sell tickets for our winter solstice event on Zoom. And they'll be available, I'll tell you on the next video. I think it's empowermentunlimited.net. I think it's up, but I'm not totally sure. So I'll check after this.
This is Kathy Beal of empowermentunlimited.net with Astro Insight for November 12th, 2025. Words pack special force today. This is a day when you could think something and then have it happen. Seriously, people will be fighting about their beliefs. They'll be fighting about politics more than normally. Watch out for attacks coming at you. Watch out for you being strident and ever so sure that you are right. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It's going to be really easy to get drawn into a fight today. That's not the best use of this energy. Instead, walk your talk and push for something that you believe in. That's all for now. This is Kathy Beal of Empowerment Unlimited. Astro Insight for November 13th, 2025.
I don't know what's going on there. Watch your words and watch your thoughts. Energy follows thought. And let's keep really, really activated. So important. I'm going to choose a fairy card, a forest fae card, and I'm going to also choose a goddess card, and then the usual ones. Which forest fae do we have today? Owl song. Whisper secrets to the moonlight. Find strength in stillness. Yeah, there's a lot going on that's extremely infuriating. Find strength in the stillness. And whisper secrets to the moonlight. Whisper your little wishes to the moonlight. Be wise like the owl. Be able to see in the dark like the owl. That's kind of what we're in. We have to see in the dark. Okay, so let's pull a goddess card. So today's Wednesday. Remember, tomorrow evening, I hope to have more people show up tomorrow evening for our guided meditation for Healed America. It's only a half an hour meeting, so that's a live stream that I'm doing. The goddess is Hera. Alliance. We're forming alliances with one another. And let me read about her. These cards are really pretty. It's Colette Baron Reed, Goddess Power Oracle. Alliance. Who are our allies? Where is our alliance? I feel like here it's 3:30, but I feel like the rest of the day is going to be, it feels like it's going to be a very busy news rest of the afternoon, so keep your eye out. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances lead to great power. I like it. Positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. Yes, I like that. On a completely different note, if you haven't seen Jimmy Kimmel's monologue from last night, watch it. Jimmy Kimmel just lost his best friend. Remember Cleo and the Cletones on the Jimmy Kimmel show? Well, Cleo passed away. And it was just, the reason I'm telling you this is because it was just so human. I mean, he was crying, he was really crying. But he was telling stories about their friendship since they were little children and some real human touching moments. I was crying. I mean, everybody who saw it, I'm sure, was crying. And I'm bringing it up because that we need more authenticity like that. I mean, we don't want to like bear witness to people going through emotional pain as much as just understanding that we all go through painful things and that we can be vulnerable. We can reach out to one another and admit that we're vulnerable and we're feeling sad, and to share our grief and to share our sadness and to know that it goes better. Everything goes better if we feel like that we can share and trust people to be supportive. And I just would surmise that I would suspect that he was trolled by some MAGAs as being a crybaby or something, and that's just not who we are. I don't know, I'm just presuming. All right. Well, I pulled those cards. Well, let's go ahead and pull the Osho cards. And then, this is getting longer than I thought it would be. Change. We're in the midst of change. It's change for the better. We have to just know that. We have to let go of what's no longer serving us, and that includes being angry at the Democrats. And, you know, let's just keep our eye on the goal and have our breakthrough. What do you say? We keep our eye on the goal and have our breakthrough, and we let go of anything that is not serving us, including this regime. Letting go, change, and breakthrough. We are in the midst of a breakthrough. It's hard to see it because it's a slow one. It's like in slow motion. Just... Love you lots. Thumbs up, please. And if you see a hype button, please hype me. And I will see you. I'm going to do a video and upload it later, a PNN. It's going to be a lot of news today. I can feel it. All right. Love you lots. Namaste. See you.